My friends, it's Brian. So, what are you afraid of? I feel like in this current world, in this reality we're living in, a lot of times we're afraid to simply talk about our fears and get them out in the open. And this can actually be one of the most vital things to actually knowing ourselves at a deeper level, being comfortable with our fears and the unknown and that highest reality we're chasing for ourselves. And then also to attract the people in our lives that'll help us get to the place where we want to go. And feeling just comfortable in ourselves, and when we're stepping into the fear and the unknown, is just identifying and being authentic about who we are as we step into that fear. I started thinking about this. I was talking to a good friend of mine yesterday, and I started thinking about this in the context of my YouTube journey. Because I have been lucky enough a few times in my life to make these drastic changes. One, when I went from the corporate world to entrepreneurship, and then more entrepreneurship. And every time I made those steps, I had a lot of fear and uncertainty. And it was the same thing with the start of my YouTube journey. Like what is it? It's May now. It was March. It's like the beginning of March when I started, so it hasn't been that long. And I started this YouTube journey. One of the things I was concerned about was the way people would view me, because what I wanted to talk about in this YouTube context was one of my passions, which is spiritual concepts from a variety of different places, and how those played such a pivotal role in me coming into myself and understanding who I was, moving through from the present moment and being not so tied to thoughts and emotions all the time. I had this big fear because most people knew me in this really like business entrepreneurship sense. I had a big fear of how I would be viewed for expressing these spiritual concepts. But I stepped into it, and over time as I've made these videos, I've gotten more and more comfortable. And the great thing I found, which may be relevant to you, is that in this YouTube journey, all of these people emerged in this journey, in my comments, some of which I've become friends with, some of which I'm following their YouTube channels, where we share this similar passion for a certain thing, right? And a lot of them were more experienced in the YouTube thing than I was. So they're able to share with me things they've done for success. And this is very much like fear in your journey. So I say this to say that it's so important to just be authentic in where we have fears and concerns. We've been raised in this environment to just push down our fears and concerns. Oh, don't be scared, just do it, right? But when we actually embrace it and we talk authentically about it, that resonates with people, because everybody in some senses has fears of doing certain things. And when you're just authentic and honest in that sense, people relate with you better. They see where you are in your journey. That authentic energy makes them want to be authentic. They want to help you. And that's the realness of living, right? So I feel like when we're scared of these new things that we're chasing, we try to hide it. We try to come off and put on a facade of confidence and comfort when we're like shaking underneath, right? We're scared. So I was in the YouTube, like watch my first YouTube videos, and man, I was nervous. It was just a different thing to be expressing myself in that way. But when we do it, there's this resonance and there's this vibration about it that attracts the people we need. It attracts what we need. And you can really almost identify with this fear as being good, and good if you embrace it. So this has been my new mantra to myself in this YouTube journey and other things, is just like when you hear people say embrace the fear, I think about that at a deeper level now. I do actually embrace it, and I embrace it by just saying that I'm concerned. Like here's something I haven't done before. I'm nervous about it. And people hear that, and the most amazing part is when people hear it, they resonate with it, and they watch you just continue the journey. You're like, I'm scared, I'm nervous, but you just keep stepping forward, right? Foot after foot, and you do it. And I've had a lot of people in my comments recently. It's been so beautiful, like people in my comments just being like, one I can think of in particular, just saying, I have all these things I want to do in my life, but I'm just paralyzed with fear, was the specific words. And first off, I just want to say the beauty of expressing that authentically and saying who you are is just the most wonderful start to that step. and keep saying it, but just step forward as you're saying it and embracing it, and just watch yourself evolve, because it just dissipates over time. So, I don't even know in this video today, I had this thought in my mind because it was this awesome conversation I had yesterday. Just thinking how when we're actually authentic in our fear, it just resonates with people, and it puts us in the right place, and we can almost reframe it in our mind as a way to relate to other people in our journey, as opposed to this thing that we try to mask with this fake confidence, or whatever it is. It's just a facade that we put on. So anyway, quick video today, quick thought. I hope you're doing well. I hope this resonates with you, and I hope it's helpful in your journey. It's good to see you as usual, and I'll talk to you soon.